Welcome to Sodo Creations, where we make your imagination a reality. Today we are starting in Cricut Design Space, the software that comes when you buy your Cricut. It's free. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome to my channel, and I hope you consider subscribing because it really supports my channel. I try to post videos every week, and sometimes I throw in a bonus video like I did recently. I posted 3 videos in a week, but definitely count on a video every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. I hope you're excited to make some backdrop signs for your events and have fun doing it. Well, let's jump right in. We are going to click on text right here. You get this text box that you can type in whatever you want to create, and I am going to show you how to make the oh baby sign, because if you can make this one, I think it's easy to make the Miss to Mrs. or any other sign, because this one is a lot harder. Once you type that in, you see that it's in a box, which means it's all one piece, and it shows right here. I don't want to use this font, so we'll go up here on the left upper corner and we're going to change our font to Cloud 9. I'll just type Cloud, and this is the font I want to use. Of course, you can play with the fonts and use whichever one you would like, but this is the one I want to use. Now it's still one piece, so I want to move all my letters so they're connected right here. The thing with the sign is you want everything to be connected so that obviously your letters don't fall out, being the wood. So I select that and I'm going to ungroup all the letters. You can see how it's showing that it's just one thing. Once I ungroup it, it opens up and I can move each letter individually. So here I'm going to place my H so it's touching the O, like so. I want it to somewhat overlap so it'll blend well together, and I'm doing the same thing with the baby. Another tip for you, if you wanted to increase this letter, make it bigger than what it is, you just hold this double arrow here, click on it and drag it back and forth, and that'll adjust the letter if you wanted it bigger, but I'm not changing that right now. So then I want all my letters to connect, and I'm just moving everything close together. These grids down here help you align your words or whatever design you're creating if you want them to be aligned. So I'm doing that, and there I have it. Now we'll select the O and group it back together so that it's one piece. So right next to the ungroup, you have group to the left of it. I'll click on that and I'll do the same with the baby. So group the baby. Now we have 2 parts we're working with. Remember, our sign has a ring around it, as you saw from the thumbnail, so we have to design that ring to go around the sign. And to do that, you're going to go to shapes, pick the circle. They don't have a ring, so we have to make our own, and I'll show you how to do that. My mat is I have the Cricut Maker, and the mat is 12 inches by 12 inches, but with that mat you can only cut something that is as big as 11.5 by 11.5. so I'll show you how we design so you can cut things that are bigger. This sign I want to make 4 times my mat. So first I'm going to increase my circle, but before I do that I want to zoom in so that it shows me fully what I'm doing. So I'm going all the way down to 25. We'll move this out of the way. So we click on that circle and I'm going to increase it where it says size. So we would make it 22. If you click on width and type in 22 and just click on height, it automatically makes it the same size. If you want the design to be different sizes, you just unlock it right here in the middle. So I'm going to change this color because I like working with fun colors, because black is a little boring. So we have 22. We're going to pick another circle so we can use this other circle to cut into the green. So I'm going to change this color to yellow, and I move this circle to the middle So like I said before, with the letter resizing, you can move this back and forth to resize anything you've selected, even all words, anything in this box that's right here. So it's up to you, but because I know I want this to be about 19, I'll just click in here and I'll type in 19 and click to the height, and it gives me the same. So I'll put that right there. In order to center everything, I'll just select both and go here where it says align and center right there. So you'll see it positions it right in the middle. With this still selected, we're going to use the slice tool, which is right here on the bottom right hand corner. We'll slice that, and what it does is it cuts the yellow through the green, and we have our ring right there. That's the ring we're going to use. I'll just delete the green. One thing I want to do, because see how I move that and it covers my O baby, I'll use this as a template to guide how big I want the O baby. So I'm going to move that to the back where it says arrange, to the back of my mat, so that the O baby words are on top of it. So I'll send that to the back, all the way back, and now when I move this, I can just position it over it. Now the next thing I want to do is just make this bigger so that it fits right where it's touching the end, because I'm just creating that design and making that template. I'll delete this yellow once I'm done, but I just want to see how big I want to make everything so that it fits this ring, this green ring on the right. So this needs to be even bigger, and we're just moving and adjusting everything so that it fits. So I like this so far. We can't get everything exact, as you can see. This cuts right here, which is fine. Don't mind that. And the O, we could probably make a little bigger. So I'm increasing that, and I'll just move that over so that it's aligned. So there we have that. Next, I'm going to select the yellow and delete that, and we'll move our ring over so that it's positioned where they're all touching, how it was touching the yellow. Now I have everything in place. I'm going to select the whole design, and we're going to weld it together. I love how magical this weld tool works. So see how all the ends here, you can see the words in between, how they're separated. Welding just merges everything together. So we click on weld, and now we have one piece, one design. I'm going to change the color once more because that green is pretty, so you can see where it touches, and when we cut our wood, all that will be connected. This part will be connected here and here, and these 2 points. So now my sign is 22 by 22, but my mat can only cut 11.5 because your mat doesn't cut the exact size of the mat. The Cricut won't do that. It'll cut half an inch less. So whichever mat you have, you just give yourself half an inch room. So we're going to cut this into 4 so that we're able to later on tape them back together and still have our sign. So we'll go to shapes, and we're making imaginary mats. I'll pick the square, and I'm doing 11.5. That way I know I'm safe when I'm designing everything. So same here. I'm going to make 2 more copies of that mat. So I'll change this one to a yellow and change this one to a blue, and we'll make this one, let's see, let's make this orange. So I'm just aligning the mat right now so that it's all laying side by side, and it lets me position my wording on my design on there to see exactly where we're going to cut or slice. So there we have that. Now you can see my design is behind the mat, so we have to move all 3 mats backwards. So the arrange tool again, send to the back, click on the orange, send that to the back, and click on the yellow and send that to the back. Now I'm going to move my, let's see here, this one is still, let's move that to the back, there we go, and that one to the back. So now we can position this in such a way that our sign sits right there on it. So there we have everything. I'm gonna just move that over a little bit because I don't want it to cut the H. So it's right there, and what I'm gonna do is move this out of the way. You can only cut 2 things or cut out 2 things from your design, so I can't cut everything at once. So I'm gonna move the yellow and the blue mat out of the way and reposition this mat again so that it cuts just the left upper quadrant of my mat. So there we go. Now we select both the sign and the orange mat, and we'll use this slice tool like you saw earlier. So we slice, and now we have that left upper quadrant cut. So we'll move this to the side and we'll delete this. So we'll appreciate the orange for helping us out. Now let's do the same thing with the blue that was here. I'll just align it to where this one was, right there. And we're going to select both and slice and move our second piece, delete the blue and delete. And now last but not least, see, you only need 3 mats because you're going to, once you cut this, you have your 2 pieces. So right here, and then I'll select these 2 and slice. And now we'll move the yellow out of the way, delete that one and delete that one. See, we have our design right here, all done and looking good. So all we have to do now is click that make it button, load our mats and cut out our 4 pieces. Remember, when you cut it out, make sure you don't throw this piece and this piece out because this is kind of a loose piece, it's loose, so don't throw that out. Make sure you tape that back on and tape this piece back on. The rest should be fine. So let's get on to the next video. I had to split this up into 2 videos because I've recorded this several times and it just doesn't work with the software I used before to record, and it wouldn't, the voiceover would not match the video, and you can't learn with that kind of tutorial. So I had to find other ways around it, and I'm so thankful I can finally bring this video out to you. Please don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos when we post. And please share the video, comment down below whatever sign you make, go on my Instagram and share with me all the designs you create as well. Thank you so much for watching, really appreciate you guys, and click on the part 2 to see how we make this design come to life.